Called A Slight Miscalculation, and the whole point, it was pretty much improvised, always trying to play something wrong, like I just did right there.
But you turned it into something.
It turned into something, I can't even remember what it sounds like, but anybody out there that has, I think it's on Cobble Creek.
That's the story of my business career.
Yeah. Slight miscalculations.
Yeah, and an improvisation at the end.
Yeah, yeah. What are you listening to, by the way? There, still got your phone in.
Yeah, as you know, I've been on 1,000 calls.
We are thrilled here to have our head geek here, Matt. And you know what? I'm sweating so much that I'm putting the guitar down for a second.
You won't play for me.
We'll see. Well, not in this room where it's 98 degrees according to my clock up there right now in the room we're sitting in.
Huh?
That's too hot. To be touching the guitar or to be talking very long.
Well, look at this.
Yeah.
Matching shirts.
Yeah, you got the surfboard shirt.
Yeah. I felt like you're
hoping to grow into it someday, right?
Yeah.
No, you never want to be my size.
I'm not hoping to grow into it at all.
Good.
I'm hoping it becomes maybe another size big. Anyway, so
hey, it's September 1st.
Yeah.
We're done with August, and August was a lot of camp related stuff. Now we're ready to get back to real TG related stuff. So and Matt dropped in for just a night or so, or two maybe, and kind of thrilled. Man, this has been a whirlwind month. Chris was here, Karina was here, Vanessa was here. Vanessa's still here. She's leaving She's leaving tomorrow too.
She's at the beach.
She's at the beach. Yeah, that's what you do here in Northern California. When it gets to be 100 degrees, you go to the beach, and you hope that.
Is she joining us at the winery or no?
Maybe? Probably not. Yes, we're trying to make one more trip up to the Loma Prieto winery, but that should be for our picnic lunch today.
Yeah, I had the privilege of being invited to the launch of a New Zealand whiskey here in the US, and I thought, well, who better to drag?
And it was happening here in San Francisco.
Yes.
So it got me out of my shell and had back up in the big town.
So we had a lovely special tasting last night of 4 rocket fuel.
Yeah,
beverages.
Yeah, very, very.
And I've
tasty.
become a huge whiskey and Scotch connoisseur thanks to some friends in Los Angeles and learning about it out of Tasmania, Australia. The whiskey industry there is booming. So got a chance. My chief counsel is chairman of a whiskey company, Handley. And so we got a chance to do that, and it was fun.
And it was hanging out at the Anchor Brewery and Distillery, which is, I'll save my past with that story for another time, but it was kind of cool to walk into what it has become since, I remember 30 years ago when I first visited it, 35 years ago. It was like a small little operation in a building about a 50th of that size.
Yeah, now they're a liquor distributor for other brands as well.
Yeah,
so they're amazing. Your the brewing story you told me, I swear to God that came in play maybe in month 2 of the time.
Oh, really? When we first met about 9 or 10 years ago?
And I dragged you down, we were talking about this last night, I dragged you down to a hotel where all the Apple guys used to meet, and we had a kind of a catch-up with some ex-Apple alumni and some Claris software guys, if you remember that software company.
Yeah, no, I was a big FileMaker fan.
And you reminded me of the fact that you used to brew your own beer, and this was the home of,
And I think it was partly because I was too young to buy it at the time, so I had to make it myself.
Yeah, so that's the alcohol story, and we're going to continue that tradition a bit later with the red wine and so on. Actually, we met a great winemaker last night.
Who lives in Healdsburg, Artie.
Yeah.
Australian. I got to track him down. I got to make a trip to Healdsburg.
Yeah.
Again, it's been many years since we've been there.
So we tried a bottle that he just made. He brings them out of the Basque region of Spain, the grapes, called LOVE. And
it shows up on a plate of like a tractor or something there.
Because LO is the first 2 words of the city the regional city, and VE is viticulture something.
Or vehicle something.
Yeah, something. Vehicle something. Yeah.
So it was a real plate.
But they didn't know because they don't look at LOVE as English, so they weren't. And he thought, well, that's a brand.
Great name for a wine.
So he just launched it. So if you see that anywhere, LOVE. Now we had that last night, and it was really good stuff.
Good. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's our alcohol discussion for today.
And then they went out and bought a bunch of cheap stuff to have with the Thai dinner.
Because that was all that was available at the bottle shop, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so now on to some music stuff. So I'm going to... Linda Perry. That's who I was trying to remember last night.
Oh, okay.
Linda Perry is the
producer, songwriter, right.
What have you. And Kai Aaron's a pop artist. You might have noticed some of his stuff on our website. And we're going to do a little bit more with him going forward. Is working with Linda Perry. And just shot a Pat Benatar's comeback song and video.
I didn't know she ever went away. What do you mean comeback? How can you have a comeback?
Well, she kind of retired for a chunk of time. Oh. Tell you what, she's 62, I think. Kai sent me an image of him and her last week in Arizona on the shoot, and she looks amazing for her age. So that rock and roll lifestyle, mate,
it worked out for her, huh?
So look out for the new Pat Benatar video.
Stayed married to the same guy for like almost all of that time. I don't know how long they've been together. Neil,
he thinks it might even get some traction. He told me it's got a bit of a hallelujah kind of chanting flavor to it, which is kind of at odds with the Pat Benatar "We Belong to the Night" or whatever.
Yeah, and "Love is a Battlefield."
Love is a battlefield, you know.
And
I hated those songs, but hey, you probably
because they weren't from Aussie bands. Had they been, you would have thought they were the greatest thing in the world.
Oh,
maybe not. I know. I'm sorry.
The greatest Aussie band was actually a Kiwi band. We just adopted them.
Oh yeah, okay.
So anyway, Split Ends and then Crowded House and whatever.
Yeah.
So he's sweating. But we've got a couple of announcements, I guess, around the guitar camp.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, let me say this. So I wasn't here. I was packing up part of my life to do a big international kind of trip. And unfortunately, I really tried hard to kind of swing to be here, and I couldn't. And then I landed late. But I just want to say to everybody who showed up again, I just hope that you had the time of your life, and I hope you see what goes into it. So much time from these guys, from the teachers, from Nani, from the staff, and obviously Neil. I just want to shout out Vanessa and Jim and Dave and Doug, and I wish I could catch up with Doug, but I'm not going to get a chance. And did I say Jim? Jimmy Bruno, hi mate. I wish I could spend more time here and hang with you. And obviously this guy, and we never thought we had a clue where it would go, and it's just a special thing. It's
taken on multiple lives of its own.
I'm really proud to be associated with it, and I'm not driving the bus. I'm not even close to it.
But you got it off the ground. Cool. It was not, No,
but it's so cool to see it happen, and really the community makes it happen. The people who show up really are, the integration of people who started in one place and are now integrated with it. And who knows where it evolved to. We were talking last night about the idea of doing a Europe camp, and it's going to have to be a different format, and we're going to have to figure out a location that is flexible, and we're going to have to find enough people in Europe that will actually want to go, and then anybody else who shows up is a bonus. But we'll look into that a little more.
And it might be smaller and shorter to get started. It might just be me and Vanessa for a weekend someplace.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We've got a bit of a new team going on in the background. I actually hired a new COO who's come out of an e-commerce background at Fortune 500 companies, and he's had 2 months sort of part-time, and he's in his third week full-time, so he's still getting on his feet, and we've made a couple of recruitment points. Unfortunately, we had to let go one of our service people who wasn't working out, but we've got a trainee right now who you might see on the forum. We'll see. Service is a little tricky. It's really hard to get somebody who is dynamic and flexible and quick and all of that stuff for the right cost, because it's a pretty costly thing to run TG. And of course we've been working for more than 12 months on a new platform, and maybe this one will work out.
Yeah. It'd be great to have that,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think most people find they're able to get around, especially old timers, know how to find what they're looking for and things like that. We do get a lot of things where people that are new to it still have.
We're going to simplify the menu. We're going to simplify the process to get inside the thing. But it's been like climbing Everest twice.
A couple things I just want to talk about, because finally, just an hour ago, we got all the info up about next year's camp, which is the dates are set. It's August 17th. We're going to go Friday to Tuesday. And same deal, we've got Target discounts available, and I'll have a post up on the forum probably by the time you see this as to how to save $100 on it if you're a Target member. And we can take the same 40 people if you're thinking about it. It's time to start making plans for next August, I think. I'm getting excited about it already.
Yeah, we'd like to, I guess if you're going to come, make up your mind, because we definitely in the next 6 to 7 months want to drive some more members into the program with our new team and so on, and get TG bubbling along more.
I think a lot of people are afraid. It looks like such a close-knit community and stuff, but we had 3 new people this time, and they all said, it took me like 5 minutes to feel like I was part of the group.
And I can see that. I mean, I don't think that anyone needs to think that they won't be included,
or that they're not good enough or something. I mean, we've had.
Well, I showed up.
Yeah.
Once, and I'm definitely not good enough, so I set the bar pretty low, so don't worry. If you can actually hold a pick, you're miles in front. So I think what we want to say is make up your mind and jump in if you're going to when you can, because we are limited. We have a cap, and you kind of we talked about this, right? The right size.
Yeah, in order for everybody to get the attention I think they need and stuff, and so we definitely had manageable numbers, and we're going to keep it going like that, so to not detract from anybody. So.
Yeah. And so going forward, now that he's got 2 new knees and the IGC is over, and hopefully the thronging crowds will be leaving Hogan Central, you're going to double down and get some new lessons.
Yeah.
I would like to propose... Oh, by the way, when I left LA, we did a little sort of a goodbye gig, and a bunch of buddies showed up, and one of them was Max.
Max, our electric guitar teacher, who has just turned out to be a golden find for us.
Max is a beautiful man, and become a close friend of mine, and he showed up and he gave me a gift and a card, and the card was beautiful and so on. And Max is he's in 5 different bands right now. He's in a funk band, he's in a keyboard centric female singer band, he's in a jazz band. He's gigging full time pretty much with some studio work, and he's recording his song this morning. He's written an album, and he practiced yesterday, and he's in the studio recording right now, and I just can't wait to hear it. He has such an ability to write different music. Styles and genres. So here's the challenge. Okay, so you've got him, you've got Vanessa, and you've got Max at the moment. What I would like to hear from you, knowing that Neil is not likely to know most new stuff unless
come on.
Ask him. Come on.
Hey, I did Dawes.
Yeah. What did you play last night on the piano? La La Land.
No, I didn't try
was
that.
The opening.
Let's see. I played a little bit of so last night, as part of the hanging out with the whiskey guys, we visited the MacArthur Suite at the Westin St. Francis. This is a hotel room bigger than my house, 4 bedrooms. Anyway, now they didn't get it because they like to spend $5,000 a night. They lucked out. They bought a $300 room, and they just asked if they had a slightly bigger room. And so for like $150 more, they bumped them into the MacArthur Suite on the 6th floor.
An Aussie accent and some whiskey in tow, right?
Yeah, and so we walk into this place, and it was a penthouse apartment, and right there in the living room, grand piano.
And of course, they went to Muso here thinking he could do anything, and of course he can. He said, "Play us something, Mr. Tambourine Man." And
so I noodled with. Actually,
wasn't that City of
The City of Stars.
City of
But I didn't try
Stars.
that at all. But I could have.
Would you like that one?
I have a lesson on this.
Oh,
This is like the newest song. I mean, I had that out before it
wow.
was nominated for a Grammy, or best Oscar
So
of
glad
song.
I'm keeping
something.
up with the
Yeah.
lesson count you're up to.
Yeah. So anyway, that.
All right, so he will do some modern stuff, and
Yeah.
so what I'd like to see is more interaction about requests.
I even managed to get through that on the piano.
Yeah, you did. We talked about Supertramp.
Yeah, I might tackle even in the quietest moments.
See, 5 seconds.
I've never heard the song,
Okay.
so I can't do it. But I heard I heard somebody play it at camp, and he made it sound like it could be a good acoustic guitar song.
So
But I
look,
was not
throw
familiar.
out your recommendations for Neil, Max, and Vanessa, and let's get some interesting stuff done over the next 3 or 4 months that doesn't exist.
Vanessa's been doing a great job of putting out stuff by artists I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And I think people really like what she's been doing too. So that is really neat. I gotta thank you again. Except I know you're at the beach right now, and I'll see you this afternoon.
Yeah, we're thanking you.
Yes.
And we're annoyed that we're sweating in here and you're at the beach.
And you're at the beach. Yeah.
So International Guitar Camp is live. New lessons. We want recommendations.
Speaking of which, we had a new lesson go up today from Max. Outside Woman Blues.
Yeah.
And we got one of Vanessa's lessons up this week, Run to Me, another Bee Gees tune, which I'd never heard because the Bee Gees were, I think, bigger in Europe than they were here. I mean, they had huge hits here, but they had like 30 of them.
Just throwing that in.
Yeah. Okay, John Williams, the guitar player, another Aussie, right?
We made the black box too, and the inner ear plant. What do you call it? The
hearing aid type.
Hearing aid. Invented that, but we're useless with pretty much everything.
And last night we were talking about something else that got invented over there. The Green Party.
Yeah, the Green Party.
That was New Zealand, though, I think, right?
No.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
in Tasmania.
In the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting stuff. It's
okay, it's getting less interesting though. We need to wrap this up and get out of here.
So jump on the forum, start some conversations, so we know where you're at, what you're doing, what you want. Obviously some changes soon. I just again thank you, community. Even though I'm silent and in the background, I love seeing it all happen.
Yeah, it really has been fun. You know, we don't need to go down the memory lane thing right now, because we've done that before. But it was, it's still amazing that here it is, 2017, and we're still doing this.
Yeah. So get us your interested and exciting lesson recommendations to us and see what we can do.
Yeah, and check out the IGC page now, because there's some pretty cool videos up there of what people had to say about it.
And Larry, also
another really
Larry,
important part of the whole
good job,
thing.
mate, and can't wait to see the edits of the footage and so on.
I did manage to put up a video of my daughters, the missing performance, because they couldn't make it to camp. So they did here in the living room.
Yeah, I saw
that was pretty neat. I'm so proud of my kids.
Yeah.
Corey did a great job at camp, and anyway, it's really fun. That was one of the hard things with camp this year, just being a little further away from our house, so the kids couldn't get there as much. But next year, that was part of the whole thing with changing the dates. We got a weekend in there.
So actually, just mention the dates.
August 17th, Friday the 17th to Tuesday the 21st,
right.
2018.
Right.
Okay, I think it's on everybody's calendar, and we're getting too close to the 20-minute limit that I have on the news. So we're out of here, and I'll be back next week with
Peace out, guys.
a dry
Thank
shirt.
you.
See you later.
Have a great weekend.
That's it. It is the weekend. You're flying out here. You're flying out here early in the morning. Okay. May not be a great weekend for you. You're going to be in a plane a lot, but that's okay. Okay. Back
Rockstar
next
Rockstar,
Friday.
mate.
Thanks.